How you doing, guys? Just a little video for you just to show you a couple of recent captures. I'm on my way now from a session that's been pretty successful actually. 3 bites, 2 fish landed, lost 1. Not ideal, but landed a couple. A nice common and a nice mirror. Upper 20 mirror and a low 30 commons. Just a video on the captures itself, and then I've done a couple of little bits of video after as well, how I caught them, rigs used and bait and all that sort of stuff. So hope you enjoy the video. See you soon. And we got one. Makes up for last night. I lost one last night. Only had it on for about 10 seconds. Just pinged off. So it didn't feel like much of a fish, to be honest with you. But yeah, it just pinged off really quickly. Come out the net, which was nice. Right. Big fat belly. Right, here we go. Got one. Got a proper one. Well happy with her. First decent fish of the year. Get in. Right, winds are absolutely hacking it, so hopefully you can see this. Right, so first fish of the year. Well, no, it's not the first fish of the year at all. I'm absolutely lying, but it's the first decent, what I would call the decent sized fish of the year. Just under 30. It had the pleasure of being the first fish that I've weighed in God knows how many years. God knows how many years. But what I've said to myself this year is I'm going to weigh all the fish because I would like to come back here in a few years. I think this is going to be my last year here, and I've caught a lot of fish here, and I've not really recorded any of them properly. I've just really enjoyed catching them. But I'd love to get a little pad together or a little album or something with all the weights of the fish and the sizes. So then if I do come back here in like 10 years time, if I do catch some of these fish, it'd be really nice to look back on them. And one of the good bits to look back on would be how much it's grown. You know, your memory does a silly thing, doesn't it? So I might see these fish in, I don't know, 10 years time and think, oh, that was quite small when I first last caught it, and it might have only grown a couple of pounds, or it might be exactly the same weight, you never know. So I thought, it'd be nice to just get a little record of all the fish and how much they've grown, and see them when I come back in here, in a few years time, because he's constantly stocking it, so there's always going to be new fish going in here. So yeah, so I thought I'd do a record of kind of every fish, how I caught it, and the weight. So mirror carp, 29 pounds and 8 ounces, 29 pounds and 9 ounces. It was 29 pounds and 9 ounces. It came in that. It's the first fish I've weighed in God knows how many years, so it could have been like 47 pounds and I wouldn't have known it. I think I weighed it right. I'm pretty sure I weighed it right. I've got electronic doobies. I've got Reuben Heaton scales, which are, so I'm pretty sure it's right. 31 pound. 31 pound. It was 31 pound 15 with the sling. Didn't zero it. I'm out of practice. So it's 31.15 with the sling, and the sling weighed 1 pound. No, it was 31. Oh, it was 31.8 with the sling, and the sling weighed 1 pound 15. So I've done the maths in my head, and that's a really bad idea. So I think it was 29 pound 9. If I'm wrong, correct me. But yeah, 29 pound 9. 29 pound 9. That hook's sharp. Right, so that's the rig I caught it on. Surprise, surprise, helicopter rig. Just with a couple of inches of lead core just to protect the side of the fish, because I'm fishing with braid. So you're not allowed to use leaders here or anything, but I spoke to the governor and he's given me permission to do this because I don't want to fish braid and scrape the side of the fish with a braid. That's not good angling as far as I'm concerned. Then I've got a break-off bead there, which in my opinion should be compulsory. It's the safest way of doing helicopters and shoddies, that sort of thing. So that's a quarter break-off bead. 6 inches of lead core. Like I say, it's not lead core actually, it's lead free. It's Nash's Klingon leader. So that's Nash's Klingon leader. At the end, one of the newer style Corda heli safe clips, which are awesome. They've slimmed them down nicely, and they also give you might be able to see, it's got a slightly redder spring. It's got a red spring in there. and these different spring gives you different tensions, which means that lead's not going to come off unless it really needs to, which is, yeah, well done, Corder, good thinking. So that's perfect. So you've got two different springs. You can either put a spring on which drops the lead every time, or you can put a spring on which only drops it in essential positions, with essential, you know, situations, which is nice. And then onto the rig. So Ronnie rig, I'm fishing on top of the silt. It's springtime, so I'm fishing on top of the silt, just trying to catch passing fish, fishing with a very small amount of bait, like 5-6 boilies in the hopper, and about half a scoop to a scoop of bait, and that's it, like pellets and crumb. And there you can see it. So that's 3 inches. So that's 3 inches, 3 inches of 35-pound Corder boom with standard Ronnie, and that's a precision hook, size 5 LG. I think there are. There's some hooks I'm testing out to do a video at the moment. So yeah, I'll pop one of them on. And the old classic Monster Red. So yeah, Monster Red 15 mil cork dust pop up. Yeah, Monster Red by Baitworks. So that's it. Simple as that. Whoops. Bead is set. The bead is set about that far away. So that's going to plug into the silt like that. That's going to rise up above the silt and then just sit on top of it nicely, waiting for Mr. Carp. Been fishing the same way since I've come back to this lake. This is my 4th bite. Only my 2nd fish landed, which is not good. Not good. I lost one at the net, and I lost one last night. They only stayed on for about 10 seconds, and it was really like running a ruck. So I think it was one of the stockies. So I'm actually quite fine with not landing that. I'm glad it came off, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'd rather not land a stocky. So yeah, I've had one stocky, and that's my first decent fish. So yeah, we're happy. All right, guys, see you soon. Right, just put that fish back. Sorry if the camera's shaking. That was a bit of a chore on the old back. But yeah, lovely fish. Beautiful dark common. I think that's the nicest common I've had out of here. The body shape wasn't perfect, but it was just getting there, and the darkness of the common just made it for me. So that was a beautiful looking fish. Got some really nice photos thanks to this man. It's my mate Colin, who is an awesome angler, and he's on this lake with me. I've known him for a couple of years. So yeah, it's hard work. But caught that fish about 7 o'clock this morning. Was it 7? I can't remember. What time did I? No, sorry, caught it at 6 o'clock this morning and done all the video at 7 and that. Let it rest in the net for about an hour because I was exhausted after catching it. It took me for a right mission down the right hand side of the lake. I'm literally just me and Colin. Colin's far left. I'm just a third of the way up the lake, so the whole of the right hand side is completely unfished at the moment. So what I thought last night is if the pressure of us up here have pushed the fish up to the right, I thought put a bait right down there. So I stuck a bait right to the right hand side of the swim next to me, and that's the one that's gone. So yeah, turned out to be a good plan. Ronnie rig pop up 7 inches, standard stuff, Monster Red. So yeah, well happy. I'll show you the photos now. Right, second one of the session, 3rd bite, 2nd fish. I've got some help today, which is nice. Colin's behind the camera, so I can get some stills as well. Caught this one about 7:30 this morning. About an hour ago. It's been sitting in the sling, not sitting in the sling, sitting in the net, just resting for a little bit because it was an awful fight. And both me and the fish were knackered, so we took some time. And he looks well recovered now. He's a beautiful fish. That's the nicest common I've had out of here, irrelevant of size. It's beautiful. The old unlucky Matt's had a good virgin day out. Right, all good to go? Yeah. Oh, what a cracker. Well happy with her. She's being nice. Look good like that.
Lovely. Get through the other side. I know you're knackered.
Right, Chuck. Don't tell any of your mates. I wasn't here. You saw nothing. You experienced nothing. Oh, just got into the roots of salt.
Well done, Rob.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, get in. Okay, so that's my session coming to an end. I'll call it a day now. Break down camp and be off. Nice to see the old. Nice to see the the evidence of the capture hanging up for a change. All good, all good, all good. So, successful trip. 3 bites. 3 bites, 2 landed. Not the kind of percentage that I'd ideally like, but it is what it is. You're always going to lose fish, aren't you? Just it's a shame when it happens, but yeah, I'm happy with that. 3 bites from a stock that's fairly small. You know, that's almost 10% of the stock in one trip, which is I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that's good going. So gonna get all the kit together, shoot off, go back to the missus, take over, give her a break. I'm sure she needs it by now. I've been here for, this is the longest trip I've had in a long time. I've been here for 3 nights now, done 3 nights. Haven't done a 3-night trip in a long time. So she's gonna need a break. So I'm gonna go back and take over, and nice to see all you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's gonna be a little bit, you know, just little clips that I've done. It's not gonna be like a diary piece or anything like that, but yeah, hope you enjoy it. Stick a like, stick a sub, do what you normally do, and yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch and do what you do. So all the best, guys. I'll see you next week. Oh, and I've done a lot more filming towards my deeper tutorial video. I've done a lot of filming towards that on this trip, so I've just got some more editing to do and some more you know, clip consolidation and just some polishing of that, and I'm hoping it's probably still going to take about another 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks to get out, because it's a lot of material. It's like 10 hours worth of footage I've got to condense into an hour tutorial, but yeah, hopefully it'll be worth it when it comes out. So see you soon. Take care. Bye.